rolling.
Yep. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is my husband, if you haven't gathered already. This is the first time he's been in one of my videos. He did feature in the wedding week vlog very briefly.
Putting washing away, I believe.
I think it was sorting out your suit.
It might have been sorting out my suit. It was one of the above.
Yeah. But yeah, this is his first time. So we are going to do a wedding Q&A.
Title screen.
I really struggled to find questions online because I don't think anyone had ever done like a wedding Q&A tag before. So yeah.
I'm fairly sure Q&A has been done before. No, maybe not a wedding one, but...
Yeah, that's why I really struggled to find questions. So I kind of had to like make them up as I go along.
Struggled to find questions.
But yeah, let's get on with it.
Questione 1. How many bridesmaids / groomsmen did you have?
So I had 6 bridesmaids.
Don't look at me, what?
You had 6 groomsmen.
Are you sure?
Yes. See, this is how bad it is. We've been married for 2 weeks and we're already forgetting details.
Rich.
You had 6. I promise you had 6.
Alright. Martin.
TJ.
TJ. Man?
He was an usher. He wasn't. He
Oh, she was technically part of the groomsmen party.
You had 6 official groomsmen and 1 usher.
9.
Yeah, we had 6 of each. I don't know why it took that long to figure it out. But yeah, I had 6 bridesmaids and Tom had...
Too many groomsmen.
There's no such thing as too many groomsmen.
Depends. One of them is useless. But I don't tell you which one because now they have to figure it out for themselves.
I don't know. I don't think they'll even watch these. If any of the groomsmen are watching this, then just figure it out amongst yourselves.
Who is my number 1 liability?
So question 2 is specifically for me. How many dresses did you try on before you found the one? So when we were living in Guildford, I went to a bridal boutique with someone who we used to be friends with, and I tried on about 4 or 5 dresses there, and I thought I found the right one, but then I looked at the price tag and I was like, oh my god, I can't afford this.
Well, now you make it sound like we're just like broke.
We were at the time because living in Guildford was very, very expensive and we couldn't afford anything.
Don't live in Guildford, kids.
Yeah, don't live near London. So yeah, and then I found the wedding dress that I actually wore online for about 1/6 of the cost. I did have to get it altered. About
roughly 1/6.
But yeah, I did have to get it altered in the end because I got quite poorly and put on a little bit of weight. So I did have to get it altered. So that did put it up by a couple of £100. But
it kind of doubled the price of the wedding dress.
It did.
But
it was worth it.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
I cried.
Yeah, he actually. Yeah. So yeah, it was about 5 dresses before I found the one.
Enough talk. Question 3. Question 3. How long did it take to plan the wedding?
It took about 1.5 years.
So long.
It's not
too long.
Not really.
I've
met people that have planned their weddings for much, much longer.
I know, but like it got to the end of planning it, like the final couple of weeks before, and we needed like the last couple of bits, and it just kept on dragging out.
Yeah.
For an eternity.
But yeah, it took about 1.5 years from when, because there was a period like just after we got engaged. Like I went and looked at some dresses, but we didn't actually like really do anything.
Well, no, you say that. There was a period after we got engaged. You spent a little while looking at dresses and stuff. I didn't really look at any suits and stuff.
He got his suit a little under a month before the wedding, and that's only because I pestered him to.
This is because I knew that I'm a chunky boy. I eat lots of food. right? Wanted to get the size right. But yeah,
Yeah.
we did do stuff. Like there was a point after the initial not doing a lot about it, where we went up north originally and had a look at wedding venues up there.
Yeah.
And cost effective and what we could afford. And it turns out they're really expensive.
Yeah. Like you do need to really think about where you want to get married and if it's going to be cost effective for you.
You want to think about what's important.
Yeah.
Like, because I had to keep telling myself and you as well, like, money isn't really a factor. It's just what you can afford as long as it's a good day and everyone is enjoying it and it's worth it to you. That's what counts.
Yeah, but we will get to that.
We will get to that.
In a later question.
All right.
Question 4. There's a reason I haven't had him in the vlogs. But yeah, question 4. When was our wedding day? So it was 2 weeks ago yesterday.
I'm looking to see if there's anything like we have with the date on it.
No.
To hand. No, I don't.
There is the thing up there, but that's like
behind the TV.
It's behind the camera. So
I would have to become a gymnast to get that from
a
you.
ninja.
No, like I would need to be Mr. Tickle. Like.
Yeah, our wedding was on the 25th of October this year, so it wasn't too long ago.
Was not that long back.
No, it's really dragged. Like it's felt like quite a long time, but at the same time, like I look back and think, how was this?
Excuse me. You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
No, it's just that time has like a really weird dynamic once you've got married.
Time is relative. It is relative to you and to me and to everyone. So
let's not get into that.
Yeah, that's a deep philosophical conversation. Where are we up to?
Let's go on to question
5. Question 5 is a question for me. How did you propose? Oh boy.
Can you even remember?
Well, yeah. What do you mean, can you even remember? It's been like a year and a half. I can still remember things from a year and a half ago.
It's been almost 2 years.
Don't remember what I had for breakfast, but...
It's been almost 2 years since you proposed.
Yeah, this is true. It's been almost 2 years since I proposed. So, proposing-wise, I remember that I was at work during the day, and I knew I was going to do it that evening. I knew I was going to do it the day after that evening when I was at work. But I went and got the rings, and I got them that day. And when I came home, you were... you'd had a rough day, I think.
Yeah.
You were cuddling a water bottle, you were in your pyjamas.
Yeah.
You just snuggled up on
good.
the sofa. Not good. Came in and just came up to me and was just like, I need cuddles. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then also told you that I could do one better and proposed then and there that evening.
Yeah. And I cried like a child. So let me just get my finger. So this, it might not be able to focus. It might not focus.
Focus.
It's not gonna.
That's good enough. There. What are you doing?
Hang on. You can't really see it. But yeah, this is my engagement ring. I might pop a picture of it down here if I can. If not, then that's the closest you're gonna get to seeing it. But yeah, I cried like a child when he proposed.
There's pictures of that on your Instagram. Come on now.
Yeah, I might put a link to my Instagram in the description if you want to have a look. You need to scroll back a fair bit.
Yeah, not too far.
About 2 years.
Yeah, it's quite a while ago. Like, if you want to see it in good condition, then scroll back like 2 years.
Yeah, so that was how Tom proposed.
Yeah, and mainly answered by you, actually.
So question number 6. What elements of the wedding didn't matter as much as you thought they would?
Fire. That's an element.
No.
I'm just going to keep going.
This is why I don't have Tom in my vlogs, because he just makes me laugh too much. So if I'm trying to do something serious...
Semi-serious?
No, it's never serious.
It's about as serious as a balloon animal.
Yeah. Yeah, what elements of the wedding didn't matter as much as you thought they would? It was pretty much the whole thing. Like...
What, like the whole thing didn't matter? Or like...
No! Like...
Wow.
No, it was just because in my head, like, I just imagined it being this, like, big, extravagant day. Like, with loads and loads of people. But it didn't...
Hark, I hear the sound of I told you so. I kept telling you repeatedly, it doesn't matter as much as, like, who's there, are they enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
It's a really weird feeling. You want everyone to have a good time, which, people will, which is a fact. But you also don't want to worry about people too much because it's not their day. And I mean, that sounds like kind of like it's not your day, it's mine. But it's kind of true.
It's true.
It's like you don't have to worry about that much in general.
Yeah. Like, everyone...
Like, the only things you really have to worry about is the legal stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, before you walked in the door on the wedding day, and I was sitting down with the registrars, and they were, like, asking me all the legal questions, just going over all the details, like, is everything correct? And they asked if my dad's name had 1 or 2 L's in, and I was like, my brain just went. So I spent, like, 2 minutes running around trying to find him, to ask him if his name had 1 or 2 L's in.
Yeah.
Philip.
And it had 1.
It had 1, so I got it right. But my brain was just like, nope, you need to find this out now, immediately, before it's too late.
Yeah, I think that was the most stressful part, was just the legal stuff. Everything else kind of, like, flowed into place, and nothing really kind of mattered as much as I thought it would. Like, decorations and stuff, we ended up making most of those ourselves.
Most of them got trashed anyway.
Yeah. Like, all the things that we put so much effort into kind of got, not ruined, but people kind of stopped caring by the end of the night, including us too.
Yeah. So many tiny paper birds.
Yeah. But we will go into that in another
We'll
question.
go into that, yeah.
But yeah.
Where are we up to?
I've just done question 6.
Question 7. Question 7. How has your faith influenced your marriage? Ooh, faith and marriage. Hot topic. Really interesting, actually, because I am a Catholic. Most of you probably know that. Most of you probably don't. We go to church. I want to say as many Sundays as we can.
Yeah.
Church community is great. They're lovely people. We enjoy our time there.
Yeah.
Faith influenced. I guess it's just sort of given me a bit more confidence, a bit more grounding. It's more along the lines of like, you know what? Yeah, I can believe in this thing, and following this thing, I can believe in this thing keeping us together for a lifetime.
Yeah. Don't
cry now. That's how you go.
No, I'm not crying.
How's your faith influenced our marriage?
Well, I'm C of A, so we technically count as a mixed marriage, but we both do go to a Catholic church.
Boy, howdy, that was a tough cookie.
Yeah. Yeah, but we both believe in the same thing, so it's not like I believe in like Islam and he's Catholic.
It's not like I get out of bed in the morning and I'm like, heathen!
Yeah. No, it's not like that, because we both believe in the same God, we both believe in the same things, we were just baptised in different institutions, as it were. So, yeah, it has made us feel, it's both made us feel a lot more grounded, I think.
More comfortable.
Yeah.
More secure.
Yeah, because I feel like God brought us together, and it literally says, in like a Catholic wedding, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder or separate.
Doesn't mention women though. Let no women put asunder.
Yeah, but in those days,
yeah, I know.
Men
in those
technically
days, it was
counted as men and women.
I get it. It's fine.
But yeah, it has made us feel a lot more comfortable, and we are pretty open to one another about our faith.
I'm super comfortable right now.
Yeah, no, because you sat down in a comfortable position.
Where are we up to?
You just
That was
did
question 7. Let's do question 8. I'm stretching and reading at the same time.
Question 8. Did you have to nudge your partner towards marriage? Yes, I did.
Keep going. It's a video confession.
There's going to be a fair few outtakes included in this video.
It's going to be a fair few outtakes where it's just you giggling, which is quite good.
Did I have to nudge you towards marriage? Yes, I did. Like, we were together, it was before even, because you proposed just after our year anniversary. So maybe like a few months before that, I started like looking at engagement rings in shop windows and things like that. And
your hints were not subtle.
No.
Like, you weren't. No. It's not like a, ooh, this looks nice. It's a big ring. I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, but your family, especially the men in his family, do not take subtle. Like, if you give him a subtle hint, it just
subtle
goes over his head.
Subtle is not a thing in my family. It's just...
Yeah. So I had to be pretty open, but we were pretty open from the get-go about marriage and things like that. So it's not like I forced it onto him.
No, to be fair, you referenced it earlier in this video. I referenced that I came home from work and I was going to propose to you the day after I actually did.
Yeah.
But you'd been talking about it all day during the day, because at this point, we'd sort of agreed that at some point we're going to propose. I'm going to propose to you. You'd already kind of knew that was going to happen at some point, but I wasn't going to do it until the day after I got the rings. But I came home and you were in such like a rough mood and you just weren't doing well that I was like, I'm going to do it now for 2 reasons. One, because I've got the means to do it now and I don't want to wait because I'm an impatient guy sometimes. And 2, because you didn't want to wait either. And you were in your jammies and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it now and you're going to feel better.
Yeah, and it did make me feel a lot better. I did cry for like an hour while I was ringing everyone and telling them. And you were on the verge of crying as well.
It's a once in a blue moon experience.
Yeah, he hardly ever cries.
I'm a manly man. No, I'm not. I'm like the least manly.
Shall we do the next question?
Yeah, we probably should. Question 9. What was the theme of your wedding?
I didn't really have a theme.
I feel like we had somewhat of a theme. Like, we did a whole bunch of like rustic aesthetic looking stuff.
Yeah.
You made a whole bunch of signs. The theme actually I feel is summed up super well in this jar full of stuff. Which is a whole lot of blue and white paper birds and flowers that I folded and drove myself maybe a little bit insane doing so.
We will bring this up in another video. About how we upcycled certain things from the wedding.
Let's go back where it was. But yeah, I guess the theme was, we had a colour theme, which we definitely stuck to.
Yeah, which was blue, white and rose gold.
Which was lovely and looked amazing.
Yeah, it did.
But then we also had like I guess it would be a rustic kind of theme, because we have all the handmade decorations that we did, and all the not so handmade decorations that we bought that still looked rustic.
Yeah, I mean, it all came together. We didn't have like a set theme. We had certain things that we wanted to kind of merge together, and I think merge.
A good word.
Merge. But I think it all came together really well in the end, because we made most of the decorations. It kind of added like a personal feel to it. We did buy some stuff.
You say we made the decoration. I just folded a whole bunch of stuff.
You folded a whole bunch. I did most like the painting.
You did like most of the painting and the calligraphy and the signage. Signage? Is that a word?
We'll use it.
We'll use it. It'll work. But yeah, you did most of that and I did most of the folding and driving you insane. And myself.
Yeah, I tried to fold an origami crane,
Once.
but it looked
One
like
time.
but it looked like a messed up pigeon. Honestly, like its head was lopsided, one wing was higher than the other.
Oh, it was funny.
Yeah.
I sat you down and I walked you through the instructions, and you were so frustrated with me and
Yeah.
and the small piece of paper in front of you.
Yeah, I had like a mental breakdown over a paper bird.
I'm not sure if we actually have your paper bird somewhere.
No,
still. We might do.
I think you unfolded it and then refolded a good bird out of it.
I don't think I did. I feel like I just kind of left it because that sounds like something I would do. Anyway, we'll cut straight to test question 10. Final round. Fight.
So question 10 and our final question is, what advice would you give to other couples planning their wedding? Don't panic, because I panicked for pretty much the whole year and a half. And
I know.
and for what the day was worth, it really wasn't worth panicking about.
You worried about a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't worry about, and then I was too laid back about it, and you got really annoyed at me for being laid back about it.
Yeah, there's being panicked and there's being really, really, really laid back to the point where you just don't really sort things out.
Things got sorted.
Eventually.
Yeah, in time for the day. You know.
He told our usher, so if you don't know what an usher is everyone who kind of guides everyone to their seats.
You say everyone, we had one.
Like, we had one usher,
Yeah.
but he guided everyone, well, he's meant to guide everyone to their seats. You might have one, you might have more than one, you might have 2 or 3 at your wedding. This guy told our usher 5 minutes before the ceremony was meant to start where everyone was meant to sit. And by that point, the majority of people had sat down.
Gave him like a 2-minute crash course. I was just like, listen, here's who you need to look out for. Here's where they're sitting. You got it? Good.
And everyone had sat down probably by that point.
No, I was before everyone. That was before anyone turned up, actually. Like, I was one of the first people there. It was me and the guys who were setting up the church who were there first. And I turned up with my best man and one of my groomsmen in their car. We took some really cool photos beforehand. But yeah, I was there before everyone else. So,
yeah. But one thing I would say is enjoy it. Enjoy the planning process just as much as you enjoy your wedding day.
Absolutely. It's not as stressful as you think it is.
No.
As long as you get all of the legal stuff out of the way with, everything else is just mainly icing on the cake, you could say.
And our icing on our cake was so cool.
It was so cool, and we've still got like a whole bunch of icing because my family was just like, we
Yeah.
bought too much icing. We don't know what to do with all
Yeah.
this like blue fondant. Have it. And I'm like, okay.
If I can, I will put a picture of our cake here for you
Here?
to have a look at. Yeah,
Here?
I'll put a picture like
In
right
this, like there,
there. Bit. Yes, just
between my hands.
possibly. But yeah, I would say enjoy the planning process just as much as you enjoy the wedding day, because there's no point in getting overactively stressed because it doesn't get you anywhere.
Hark the sound of redemption.
So that was our Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully this one will be in a few more vlogs, because he does add a comedic side to it, because some of my vlogs can be quite serious.
Because my comedic timing is genius.
But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!